Good morning, everybody. 17 minutes after the hour. Welcome to the Sunrise Show. Craig Fronick is your host, and thrilled to welcome into the studio Travis Snyder. And he's the current board chair for Community Works here in town, community-works.org. And Travis, great to have you in.
Hey, good morning, Craig. I appreciate taking the chance to be here.
Well, I tell you, it's my privilege, actually, because Community Works does so many wonderful, incredible, amazing things. And the single most stat that ought to get everyone's attention, 16,000 people in Jackson County get services from Community Works.
Each year.
I know. Yeah. Divide that by 365 days a year, and you get a crazy number.
Yes, absolutely. We are here to serve, and even with that large statistic, it's unfortunate we don't get to serve everybody that needs it.
Right, because you run out of money.
Money and time is
the
two things we desperately need.
So, the crazy thing is, with all of that going on, how do you divide? I mean, how do we even? I talked about it before. With all of these great programs, I mean, let's start at the beginning. You need $316,000 to operate the budget through 2015. So far, you've raised $257,900. That's on your website.
Correct.
And that's a goal. So donations are gladly accepted every day of the week,
course.
All night, all day. And you get to the website and do that. So there's a donate button there. What's really great about your website, and hats off to the planners, is, for someone that is scared of being beaten.
Right.
Someone that is scared of their children being beaten. They have an escape button on the website in the event that they're trying to do something while their partner, husband, wife, whatever, walks into the room. They can hit that button immediately, and it goes away. They can't see what website they've been on.
Correct.
It's amazing. I mean, and the helpline, ladies and gentlemen, the 24-hour helpline is 541-779-4357. 779-4357. I want to encourage you to write that down, pass that along, and get to the website, community-works.org. And we've got Travis Snyder in. He's the board chair for this year. And, there's so many great things going on. You had your wonderful dinner back in March, because you care. But all of these programs couldn't be done without incredible people.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to have an amazing staff, and the staff members obviously chosen this career not for the fame, definitely not for the fortune. They're there because they've been called to serve, and we're beyond fortunate to have these dedicated people that have been with us for years, and it's a great organization. It's a big family. Everybody is close, and everybody has the same goal in mind, and that's to spread our resources as far as we can stretch them and help as many people as we can possibly reach out to.
I mean, I've gotten high marks from, district attorney, law enforcement, other attorneys, anyone involved, detective, any type of law enforcement. They just, with the Dunn House and the shelters and the transitional living, and I got to see up close, and I've seen it before. And I tend to forget a little bit, but this Mission Candle Factory, you take young people and you're allowing them to kind of work. I mean, that's a great program. They work, they get to make candles with their hands, they get to see what the business is like, and they have to follow the rules or else they get kicked out.
That is correct. They actually have to earn the right to work in the Mission Candles.
Yeah.
And it gives them a goal. And we're dealing with a lot of youth that don't know the simple things. They don't know how to balance a checkbook. Or just manage their lives in general. So it's really exciting when we can take a youth, get them in our program, and basically return them into society so they are active members contributing back. Because before that, they never got a chance. People gave up on them. They just said, these guys are worthless. We don't want them. And they're great kids with the heart of gold. And
they just want a chance.
Absolutely.
And what's sad is I've talked to Mary Farrell with the Maslow Project, and Jackson County has teetered on being number 1 or number 2 in homeless teens.
Scary. Absolutely scary.
Yeah, and these are kids, and you know what? A lot of them, I find out, they basically divorce themselves from their family units, from their parents, from their single mom or dad, whatever, because they think, I'm better off on my own.
Sad reality.
Yeah.
We see it on a daily basis, sir.
Yeah. The article came out in June related to Laura O'Brien, stepping down only from the standpoint of finances. And she did a wonderful job. I had her in the studio.
Absolutely, she did.
And it's just a budget tightening thing where you try to cut that money back and put it into programs, right?
Yeah, basically, 5 years ago, we were a $6 million a year organization because of a variety of county cuts, state cuts, federal cuts. That has dwindled down to about 3.4. And so we're still trying to do the same load with the same amount of money. And it's you can imagine the effort it takes to try to make that happen. And Laura, wonderful leader.
Yep.
Still a dear friend. And it was a tough decision, but
she gets it.
Oh, she was 100% supportive.
I mean, she totally gets it. She totally understands. Yep. And, she was at SOU. She's got other things she can do, so it's not a desperate thing, but it's just better for the organization. So, Travis, what if the message gets out there to folks, is there a single message that you can share that they really need to do or pay attention to or focus on, or is it just
get involved? And it's not just a money thing. We need volunteers. We need advocates. We need people out there spreading the message that Community Works is still very much here, very much involved. An organization that's been around for years and years. There's multiple ways to get involved.
Mentoring.
Absolutely, mentoring for youth is huge. A lot of kids just need somebody to look up to.
Now, could retired folks, on the mentoring program, and we have a break coming up about the next minute or so, but mentoring, you can choose how much time you want to spend. I guess basically you would just call, right? Just call the office, and the phone number for the office, 779-2393. That's community-works.org. Get to their website or call them just to ask questions on timing and
absolutely. Basically, it's a really simple process. We get you some very easy training that we have to go through, and then we talk to you. We find out how do you want to get involved, and we get you involved that way.
So they could do 2 hours a week or 4 hours a week. There isn't any magic.
Absolutely not. It could be once a month. We're appreciative of anything.
Yeah, you look at all the great sponsors, and of course that we're here, the Because You Care dinner back in March, but and I was there. It was great to see Travis and to hear testimonials. Grab a tissue.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a constant reminder of why we're here, and this is why we do what we do.
Yeah, I say give the kids a fighting chance because their dreams. We're in America, the greatest country in the world. They could be president. Absolutely. So we've got Travis Snyder in with us. He's the board chair for Community Works here in town in Jackson County. And you can get to their website, community-works.org. And we'll be right back after this. On your effort. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. 35 minutes after the hour. It's the Sunrise Show on News Radio 880 KCMX. Craig Froelich in as your host. And continuing with Travis Snyder, he's the board chair for Community Works here in Jackson County, community-works.org. And I tell you, they do so many wonderful things and the programs. And I knew we were going to run out of time. But Travis, other issues that maybe the biggest needs. We have volunteers. Your finances. You're saying on the website, need $316,000 to operate through the end of 2015. So far, $257,900. Donate now. The button's right there on the website. Probably cash, right? Is ultimately.
Well, of course, cash is king, right?
Yeah.
But we just had a great a barbecue that we had at Albert Park, and what we asked there, and we had a great turnout, was just simple things like diapers. We are constantly out of diapers. And all sizes of diapers. It's funny, every time we kind of do a call out for diapers, we get a bunch of infant toddler stuff. But people forget, usually need diapers all the way up until they're 2 years old or 3 years old. And so diapers, toiletries, simple things like toilet paper, hand towels. Anything helps. You know, we take a lot of families in that literally have nothing. They have had to abandon everything they've known.
They've run for their lives.
They have run for their lives. That is correct.
Oh.
That is correct.
That is just absolutely scary to think. And this is the crazy part. I don't forget what the figure is, but for domestic violence victims, it takes umpteen, I'm filling the blank, takes umpteen times for them to get away successfully, for them to have the guts to leave. I don't know how many times that is, but it's quite a few.
It's big, and that number floats a lot. And a lot of people, you know, don't understand that. They're like, why would you ever go back? But then you stop and look at their lives. They have nothing else.
Then they can't hide.
That's right.
They can't hide successfully. So that's why the Dunn House is huge. And you probably have to turn people away, or you can only take as much as you.
We do. We are constantly turning people away, and that's the heartbreak of the whole thing, right? I mean, if I could have a 5-year vision plan, it would be, of course, to expand the Dunn House, expand living shelters, and then the transition out of the Dunn House, a place where these families can go, live on their own, and prosper. Because it's a tough transition all the way through.
To set that baggage aside and take a deep breath and realize that you really are safe. I mean, these people, because once they've got a domestic violence issue and someone that just is after them and want to just, I mean, I can't even describe, grab them by the hair and punch them out. I mean, give me a break.
Right.
I always say, you know what I say, Travis? Pick on someone your own size. Why don't you come at me? Try that little pile of garbage crap attitude with me. Let's go. You think you're hot stuff picking on a woman and their children? Over here.
I always tell people
that's a little crazy, but you know what I'm saying?
It's true. As a board, we're not on the front line, and I tell people it's a dang good thing I'm not on the front line, because I become a vigilante. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that live, but it's
only from the standpoint of protecting the children, protecting the weak people that can't protect themselves.
That is correct. Absolutely.
And I talk about bullying on the program all the time. This is an absolute case of mental illness, bullying, beating up on weaker only because they can.
That's correct. And it just goes back to the family values being broke down. Our families are being diminished. We need good, strong families, good, strong leadership. And unfortunately, these days, it's hard to find.
Yeah. So you've got so many wonderful people, both paid staff and volunteers, and both on the legal side. I mean, helping with intake, the Dunn House shelter, that's kind of the front line of thing. But you've got youth and family counseling. I mean, the truancy reduction for kids in school.
And our Lithia Springs program. A lot of people don't realize we have our own accredited school in Ashland. It takes at-risk kids. We give them a safe place to live. We give them the counseling that they need to be successful. We give them literally walk them through to get their graduation. We give them job career experience through Mission Candles. It's a huge program. It's so vital. I mean, and it's unfortunate that we need programs like this in society. But there again, unfortunately, our program needs to be 100 times bigger than it is.
Well, and you bring hope to young people. And how many times have you seen a young person and they're not even thinking about their future? They're not afforded the luxury to think in those terms. And that's right here in our community. And I say, ladies and gentlemen, business owners, parents, grandparents, if we can't protect our children, what good are we?
Correct. It's heartbreaking when you realize these kids, the only thing on their mind is where they're going to get their next meal. And we see it on a daily basis. So,
the stories will just curly. We've got Travis Snyder in with us. He's the board chair for Community Works. Community-works.org is the website. And the phone number for the front office, 541-779-2393. And I want to make sure that everyone gets the 24-hour helpline. It's 779-HELP, but it's 541-779-4357. And the website, I mean, it just goes to show they have an emergency bailout button on the website for someone who's maybe has a few seconds to get to the website and, to try to search on something and to hide it from their domestic partner or whatever. And wow, Travis, it's great to have you in.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's just isn't enough we can do. So let us know however we can help, weekly, monthly, however, and we'll do this again soon.
We'll help get the word out. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we'll come back. We got more coming up on the Sunrise Show. Hope you picked up on this and do something about it and step up and really help out your community and such an incredible group like Community Works. All right, break coming up. You can find us on the website, kcmxam.com. And the phone number, the phone number, 541-772-8255. That's on our website as well. And we'll put up we already did it, actually, but on our Facebook page. But I'll put another little thing on there. We got to get to a break, and then we'll come back. Well, I just got goosebumps, Travis. It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
Back after this break.